Welcome to Girls on Fire.
Hey guys, we are back with another episode of Girls on Fire, and this is very special because this is our 1 year anniversary of the podcast.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
So crazy that we've done this for a year. Time flies when you're having fun.
Crazy. We were supposed to be doing this episode together at AHRA, but thanks to good old Debbie, my flight got canceled, so I didn't get to go.
Yes, we missed you there, but yeah, HRA was great though. We were so happy to be there with Ice, and we threw our big party and all of that, so it all went super well. But we missed you and we missed Wallace, and Debbie really got us there.
Old Deborah said, not today. Literally, Wallace and I are just having a nice little breakfast in the airport, and we get hit with a canceled. And I said, well, what do we do now?
That's okay. I mean, you know what? Better safe than sorry. You never know what it would have been like flying down there because it honestly was tropical storm conditions. So
I
our
was scared.
yeah, no, our party was supposed to be outside at the pool bar, which was this really cool spot. And I had to like we look outside on Monday morning. I'm like, okay, so that's not probably happening anymore.
Um, we need plan B.
The wind was blowing like crazy. So the hotel shut down the pool bar, and then we ended up going ahead and blocking off this whole area in the lobby, which was kind of hard. The lobby bar was great, and the people that served us there were amazing. Can't say enough about it. But literally, there was another conference there called Window World, and they were taking up a lot of the area too. So it was a little packed, but you know what? It was great. Good turnout. Happy everything went great.
Window World. I would love to be there.
I know. It was wild. No, it is wild. Okay, so we were walking to AHRA's conference and we looked and there was this big like stage over to the left and it looked like a concert was about to happen at Window World. Like I'm not joking. But windows are expensive, Kristen. I don't know if you've ever looked into it. It's crazy.
Yeah, I literally would love to just walk the halls of that. I'm trying to think of who they would have perform at Window World. Probably like T-Pain, something crazy, like Window Pain, T-Pain. I'm like, that would be so funny.
I don't know. But anyways, it was great. So yay, happy anniversary to us, guys. I cannot believe you actually like us doing this every month. We weren't really sure if you were going to take to us like we thought maybe you would, but you really have, and we're so happy about that.
No, so happy. I just can't. It's weird. It does not feel like a year ago. Like if you would have said, what episode is this? Five,
I
maybe
know.
six. But the amount of people that come up and like talk to us about it, it's honestly my favorite part of the shows now is like when someone comes up, even though I like run and hide, I'm like, oh my God, please stop. Cause I can't even like listen to these back. So having someone like comment on it, I'm like, stop. I can't be held accountable for anything I say on here because sometimes we just are loose cannons. But this has been such a fun year of doing this. And like, I feel like they're only getting better.
I know. I'm so happy that we do this, and it is fun. You know, like we said a million times, I feel like we're just maybe like a outlet for people to like forget about what's going on in real life. Which honestly, us recording this like makes me forget sometimes about what's going on hectic in real life. So I appreciate you all, and I appreciate doing this with you, Kristen, and I'm excited to keep doing it.
Oh, I love you, Megan.
I love you. Okay, let's get into it because we got a lot to talk about today. Let's start off with some positivity and go into our moments of joy. Do you want to start? Or want me to start?
I can start.
Do it.
So Megan and I were just catching up before we started this, and she probably knows what my moment of joy is. I just took a family trip to Boston, and that was my first time there. I've never been there, and obsessed. Like, might move there, probably not, but like I'm telling, I visit a new city. That's probably my biggest toxic trait. I'll visit somewhere for like 3 days and be like, I could live here. Like, this is my new city, my new home. These are all my friends. That's my apartment. Like, I can't help it. I just envision myself, but obsessed with Boston and just exploring a new city with like family that I have from Florida that we don't get to see that often was so fun too because we just got to make memories with them and like we did high lows and uh-ohs every day of the trip, which is something we always do, and I'm just obsessed.
Yeah, no, it's great. Like I said to you, I love Boston. It's so nice. The literal only downfall is how freaking cold it is.
Yeah, see, August I experienced like peak heat, but then like one day it was like so nice, like it, but I'm sure it's only like that in June, July, and August. So, but I do want to go back in the fall, like when it cools down a little bit, because
Mhm.
like I'm a sweater and like walking through the streets and it being like 80 something degrees, I'm like, oh God, I'm
Yeah.
dying. But loved it. So that was my moment of joy.
Well, I guess we're not going to Boston, but in a few months we'll be going to Connecticut, which will be fun. So that'll be kind of get that fall weather. That's going to be really pretty when we go
Yeah,
there.
I'm excited. I've never been to Connecticut either. I guess I just haven't. I've been like all these crazy places, but like down the road, never been.
Yeah, no, the closest, I mean, I've been to Boston and I've been to Vermont, which Vermont's beautiful. I've been there in the fall. So I don't know. I'm sure it's going to be kind of that kind of vibe, the same I've experienced in those places, but we will see. My moment of joy is so everybody, you know how Kristen and I talked at the beginning of the year about our words of the year, which mine was health. And then what was yours again?
Uh, Megan, don't call me out like this. I don't know. Was it
I don't know. I can't
it was
remember.
something about like staying in the like content or something? No, it wasn't content.
Okay, well, we won't. Sorry to put
I'm
you.
obviously failing again. Again. I tried to make an easy word this year and I'm still failing at it.
Last year was fulfilled, right?
Yeah,
Which
and
is
that
like,
didn't work.
honestly, that's crazy.
That's like punching at the stars. That was crazy of me.
And then wasn't this next one? I feel like it was like something about saving, or maybe it was like,
It was like I'll find it. You get to your point and I'll find it.
okay, so the reason why I bring up our words is because mine was health, and I have really, really stuck to that word this year, and I have been working so hard on my like health journey, not only like physically and trying to be better all around mentally and everything. I truly feel like I've been doing that and I've been working so hard, like just like not only with my workouts, because everybody knows I'm obsessed with working out, but just like making sure I'm not on like my phone a ton or like just trying to be very present. So since we're like just over mid-year, I like had this like moment yesterday when I was talking to a client about, I don't know, we are talking about like health journeys or whatever the case is. And I was like, you know what? I've really been sticking to this, and I'm so proud of myself for that. So that moment with my client yesterday, when I was talking to them about their health journey and like we were just like catching up, I was like, I'm doing so well, and I'm so proud of myself. And it's really hard for me to say that because I'm the hardest on who like me. So we're gonna talk.
Megan, that is amazing. I like want to cry. You have been like your Instagram stories, you're always working out. You're always eating healthy. You're on a walk, mental health. Like I can just tell. I can tell.
I am really trying there, but it's kind of hard. Like I was just telling Kristen, because we're very open on here. I did tell her I was like, I'm really stressed right now, and it's just some things like this is getting into our busy season with work. Just being blatantly honest with everybody, like this just gets real between like end of July till after Christmas for us here. So I was just feeling a little overwhelmed, but you know what? I told Kristen, I was like, hey, can you help me with this? And like that is big for me because I don't let people help me. So that is why I want to point this out, guys, because yes, we can like shoot for the stars and do all the things, but like we've got to take care of ourselves or
Hey,
we're gonna be crazy.
here to help. I'm just here to help, you know?
I also told I was telling I don't know who, one of my friends, I was like, I don't think I went on enough trips this year either. I said,
Megan, it's bad. I literally was telling Sydney and Kennedy yesterday, they're like, oh, we're so ready for summer to be over so that we can just like be home and be. I'm like, I don't know what just got into me. After going to Boston, I want to book another trip like tomorrow. Like I just want to travel so much right now, which is not okay because I found my word. You're correct. It's invest.
Invest. Okay.
I'm
Well,
feeling the only thing I'm probably investing in is my health. I mean, I feel like I've been,
I think you have been definitely because you tell me all the time how you've tried out so many new workouts. Like I feel like you're always doing something different or telling me something that I should try. So I feel like you are always doing stuff like that.
and I would say relationships too, like doing like this family trip with that we never get to see. Like that was something I like invested in. Only thing is probably just not like financially as much, but hey,
It's rough out there.
you only live once. If I'm gone tomorrow, it all goes to my sister, and she's scraping two pennies together. Like, it is what it is.
Good luck to you, Erin.
Yeah. Got it, Aaron. Have fun with whatever you have left. I'm sorry. But
Um,
anyway,
oh my gosh.
one
Okay.
year off the rails.
All right, so we don't take up too much more time. I know Kennedy's gonna be like, guys, let's go. But let's go into our hot topic.
Hot top.
So our hot topic is going to be, I'm sure y'all have heard that we released earlier this month our 40 under 40, which I absolutely adore. This is one of my favorite times of year with TechNation where we get to highlight 40 individuals that have done such amazing work. So I'm super excited about you guys reading their stories and what they've done so far for their time here in the HTM industry. So make sure you go to onetechnation.com and check out the August issue of TechNation or the digital supplement that we have that's highlighting the 40 under 40. Really, really awesome. And that's what gets us into our topic today. I was telling Kristen, I was like, we these people have really put themselves out there and have done these amazing things for our industry to make sure that we still have all of these people, like we have a succession plan for later down the road when everybody retires and all of that. And I feel like they're really doing great things to make that happen, but they have to put themselves out there first. So we wanted to talk about how it can be intimidating and scary to do that, but why you should do that anyways.
Yeah, I think when you see an application or something like this come through, wait, I have a question. How many people self-nominated versus had someone nominate for them? Do you know? Like, it doesn't have to be an exact number, but like,
Yeah, I would say like this year, I think we had, I don't know, probably just over maybe like 100 applications come in. And this year was the year that I saw the most people that actually got nominated instead of self-nominated themselves. So I would say probably, I still would say it's 50-50 about people who nominated and people who self-nominated. But I love the people that self-nominated because they had, like, if you don't believe in yourself, who the heck is?
hey, it's you and you have to have your back at the end of the day. It's nice to have someone do it for you, but I am interested to see because I feel like me and you, we would probably do it ourselves. We'd be like, I mean, I have a hard time doing that, but like if someone did it for me, I feel like I would even be more like, stop. Like, don't say that about me. Don't do that. But like doing it myself, I can be like, well, I've done this, da 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 da, no big deal, kind of thing.
And I feel like the people that self-nominated, like they knew their worth and they went out there and wanted something and they got it. I mean, they're doing great things. Why wouldn't we choose them? It's really hard for us, our team to choose the people in the 40 because of there is so many people doing great things. So if you didn't get, chosen this year, reapply because it's just there's a ton, like I said, there's over 100 applications that come through and sometimes it's just like I don't know because you all are doing such great things, but then
Yeah.
it's about trying.
No, literally, how do you pick between two amazing options?
Right,
It's
exactly.
so tough.
Yeah, but like for example, like I don't know, like I'm looking right now because I have the digital supplement pulled up on my other screen, but Matt Bassick from Enver, he has the whole Oculus situation for training, and that is so cool. And like I see him teaching classes at like the state associations, and demoing his product and showcasing what that can do. And then like you have other people that maybe just started as like a tech one and then built their way up to like a director status, which we have tons of people who've done that. or I don't know. It's just like literally across the board what people are doing from companies or the hospitals, healthcare facilities, whatever the case is, they're doing great things. So that's my whole point today is that, maybe I can be really, really hard on myself and think I'm never doing enough, but like I think sometimes we have to give ourselves some credit that we are doing great things and we should be putting that out there because that will influence other people to do more, just like the 40 under 40 are.
I think right now in this, like, not just this industry, just like this day and age, there is so much more of an expedited like path to success than there was, I would say, even like 10 years ago. Like you can move up so quickly in a role and hold a such like high status at a younger age. It used to be like, if you were in a supervisor, director, even managerial role, you had to be like 40 plus. You
Right.
couldn't achieve that any younger. Now we're seeing people in their like late 20s, early 30s that are already the manager or supervisor of a shop, or they might be a director of sales at such a young age. It's because, like, if you work hard and can show your worth, your age doesn't necessarily define your work ethic or your accomplishments. So that's what I love about 40 under 40.
Yeah, and to your point with that, I do think sometimes, and I know it's happened with me, I'm sure it's happened with you before because we're in a sales role. We are young. Okay. You look at our faces, we look young. Yay, us.
Don't need Botox yet. Let's go.
But the downfall of that sometimes is people will underestimate us, I think, because they think maybe we don't know, like, as much as maybe a seasoned professional knows that maybe you might be trying to sell them something or talk to them about whatever topic, whatever, your role is at your job. And I'm sure a lot of us have experienced this before. And we have to feel like we have to prove ourselves to everything, which I agree. If you work hard, you would hope that that would be enough for people to see. But we have to make sure that we know what we're talking about, know our role, like, frontwards, backwards, whatever case, so we don't sound dumb, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Because if we slip up once on something, I think it can set us back even a little bit more than somebody that might have more of a longer term role in that position, if that makes sense. So I know
That
that
makes
that
sense.
and intimidating, but it doesn't mean that we should stop doing it because I mean, like a lot of my clients are a lot older than me and I have the best relationship with them, but I have been like where people probably didn't trust me because of, how old I am, which that's on them in the grand scheme of things, like I know what I'm talking about and I should not feel bad about saying I know what I'm talking about just because my face looks young.
Like this. No, Megan, I agree so much. Like some of the conversations I have on the phone versus when I have it like on video cam, you can even just tell the change of sometimes like demeanor or tone or like, so like what I sell a lot of like job listings. So I'm trying to help fill open positions. And if it's someone that's a little bit more like well seasoned, they a lot of times like to say to my face, young people don't like to work these days. And it's hard to find a young person that's motivated. And speaking to someone that's young, sometimes I get a little like taken aback because I'm sitting there like, hello? Like I'm talking to you right now. Or, and then sometimes they'll be like, but no, I'm not grouping together. And it's a lot easier sometimes to put a classification to people like, well, young people don't like to work, but there are some that do. And we're trying to find that person. I'm like, okay, well, maybe get out of the mindset of young people don't like to work, and then maybe you will find the talent you're looking for. But it can be very much disheartening, like when you're having those conversations, because you try so hard to prove yourself, but just trusting in your worth and your knowledge will help you excel and grow. And we are going to make mistakes, and we can't let that keep us down.
Right. And you know how like and I think this is so important that we're talking about the negative side of things because I know we can come off super positive and like, yeah, rah, rah, keep going, woohoo. But I feel like people are going to relate to what we're saying so much right now. And like that will help. At least it's helping me just talking about it because, like I said, it's happened to both of us before that we should keep going anyways because we know that we're hard workers and we know what we're saying is going to help them in the long run. And just because some people don't believe that doesn't mean that you should stray away from putting yourself out there a little bit more.
Yeah, you could be the most confident person in the world and still have self-doubt. I feel like that's at any age. But there's sometimes where I'll go into a meeting and I like won't even bat an eyelash. I'm I got this. This is amazing. It doesn't matter, like whatever. But then there's just random times where I'm just like, I don't know. I get so nervous, especially when it's someone that's like a well-seasoned, like well into their career. I'm like, I want to make sure that I'm on the top of my game. I don't want to sound dumb. I don't want to sound like I don't know what I'm doing. I want to come across eloquent and just like making sure. But at the end of the day, everyone's human. I called someone the wrong name the other day and I beat myself up about it. I was like, thanks, Adam. He's like, it's Aaron. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so. I'm like, no. I'm like, I'm literally gonna go beat myself up for the next 6 hours. You have no idea. But like something as small as that, like it's really not a big deal. We're still human at the end of the day. So that's where we got to give ourselves some grace as a young professional.
Yeah, and just like to kind of like sum that up, like you have to also think that if somebody who maybe is seasoned or whatever the case is like treating you maybe not with the respect that you're treating them, everybody has insecurities. Like you said, we're all human. So maybe some of ours are we're not good enough because there's other people out there that have done this longer than us and could walk circles around what we're doing. Or in their case, maybe they're like, oh gosh, here comes somebody that's like younger, like has a lot of energy, whatever the case is, and like they might, step right in there and take my job. And like that is like you got to think. So I always try to put myself in other people's shoes, and that can be really hard because some people can be really, really mean. So we're here to say that it's okay if you feel those things, but like you should not let that stop you from keep pushing forward. Don't be down on yourself for so long. Like you said, today I was just having a bad day, and not a bad day, but I was just stressed, and it's gonna be okay. We're gonna figure it out.
You're gonna live. And the thing too is like I think that's key perspective. Like having perspective of like why you feel that way and what's going on in your role, but also the people that you interact with, like perspective on maybe how they're feeling and communication. I feel like communication is key in every aspect of your life. And sometimes it's the hardest in a work place because like you have to keep that level of professional and you just don't want to sometimes like be too vulnerable in a work setting. But if you go to someone that might be treating you with what you think isn't the utmost respect that you need in that moment, you can go and just from your perspective, not why are you doing this to me, why aren't you doing this, of hey, I just want to let you know how I deal with situations and I respond well to maybe like corrections. If you have something that I'm not doing correctly, like please tell me, like I do respond well, or I respond well to words of affirmation. If I'm doing, that will just give me the extra. And as a leader, they should want to do that. And sometimes just like being upfront and honest with them will open up that door to like give them the room to do it.
Right. And you know what? Like you said, communication is key, and we're all adults and we are all just out here trying to figure it out. If you've been in the industry for 30 something years, or if you've been in the industry for less than a year or somewhere in between, we're all just trying to figure it out. But my main point is that I'm so proud of the 40 under 40 and for putting themselves out there and what they've done in the industry, and the things that they've brought to the HCM industry are really hard things that took a lot of work. And I think our future is bright. So
The future is so bright. Something I have to remind myself is this is everyone's first time doing anything. Like even like I think about it with my like mom or something. I'm like, this is her first time like being 62. Like that's crazy. Sometimes you think just because they're older, they should have it more figured out, know everything. And but like then I think like no, like eventually that's gonna be me and that's gonna be my first time doing that. So when you're seeing someone that's like a little bit older, it's like it's their first time doing that. It's our first time doing this. So be proud of what you're doing in this moment. Like 40 under 40, that's huge. Like that's such a nice thing to look back on and be like, when I was at this age, I was able to like achieve this and show everyone like I can have these accomplishments at a young age.
yep, couldn't agree more with you. Well, that was a good one for our birthday slash anniversary, whatever episode. I feel like, sometimes you just need Kristen and I to come on here, and I feel like it's more of a like therapy session almost for you and we're just projecting it to everybody that's watching us.
We're just trauma dumping on you guys, just let you know.
Maybe you're not feeling like that at all, but
But we are, so listen to us. Listen to us, our grievances for the month.
well, guys, we are going. Wait, it's August. Okay, so we'll be here one more time before we probably go to MD Expo in October, which is great. We're excited about that. I'm sure we're gonna try to do every other month. We'll have somebody on. So September, I'm sure we're gonna have a guest on, and then October we'll do one just Kristen and I. So we'll just flip back and forth. If you guys like that, let us know. If there's anybody that you'd like us to have on, let us know. We're open to.
Whoa, oh my goodness. And you're going to NCBA, right?
Oh gosh, yeah, I am. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this should be out hopefully before NCBA. But if you are joining us, me, John Creek, and Jamie McKelvey, we are heading there. Well, I don't know when this is going to be put out, but we're going to be there August 20th, I think, and we're throwing our party there that we always do at Wicked Weed Brewery. So you should definitely come see us. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm excited to go to NCBA.
You are just traveling everywhere, sister.
Woo!
That'll be so fun. Yeah, I'm trying to think. That's pretty much all that we have until MD Expo. I'm so excited for MD Expo though. I think it's the location. It's just somewhere new, somewhere fun. I'm so
Pretty. Probably gonna be like
excited.
fall, like so that will be exciting.
And hopefully we can do our episode in person then. I love doing it in person.
Love to do that too. I feel like it's just a whole nother vibe when we can be together.
It's a little dangerous, but
All right, well, we're gonna go. We got stuff to do today, guys. We are excited that you guys are here and stay here because you keep this podcast going.
yay, yeah. Happy 1 year. This has been an awesome year. Can't wait for
Be
another
1
one.
year, and we will see you all in September. Bye, guys.